Welcome back, guys, to All In TV StarCraft 2 commentary. We are your caster and commentator, Slide and Legend, of course, and today we are bringing you a game from TSL Killer, a very high-level Protoss.
Yeah, this is another exclusive replay that we only have. No other site has it, so you can only watch this replay on our website, so please subscribe. I'm just rambling on. Yeah, let's talk about TSL Killer a little bit.
Shameless plugging of our channel, but that's alright. We're very professional here. TSL Killer, last GSL season, only Protoss to make it to the round of 16 amidst a host of Terran players that were dominating.
Yeah, he beat Polt twice.
That's right.
To reach round of 16 before really getting beat down by Slayer's Koka, but
Slayer's Koka, very strong Zerg player in his own right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And absolutely no shame in going down to him. And just now in the current GSL season, he's also the only Protoss so far.
Nope, every Protoss made it. I don't know what you call it.
My apologies, but he did make it as a Protoss player to the round of 16, slapping down Startail Virus and Ennis Hoso Jakji, both of who are
they're both really good Terrans.
Yeah, solid Terrans. Virus has been improving as well. I think it was a game last season where he went against Nestia and just mass Baneling took out his entire mech army.
Yeah.
That was a real treat to watch. We're not going to talk about that here, though. Go check it out on GOM TV's GSL replays, of course. Back to this game now. TSL Killer playing some guy, we'll call him the Blue Terran. His name's in Korean, and this will be, of course, on the Korean ladder. And looks like a pretty standard opening from both players. So far, no weird proxy shenanigans.
Yep, we have Killer scouting, and we're still no gas from Terran, so we'll definitely see Command Center going down relatively soon.
Yeah, the way you can tell that for some of our newer players out there is if a Terran goes for a gas opening, they'll throw down that refinery about when they're the barracks. It's about halfway done, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, around there. Is it 16 or 17 refinery?
I mean, you can tweak the bill a little bit, but anywhere from 15 to 17 would be fine.
Yeah. So it looks like that a fast command center is going down. This map is Shakura's Plateau. Very easy to secure your natural expansion because of that ramp. And it looks like he'll be bunkering up as well and just kind of playing or setting up for a fairly macro game.
Yeah, we have Killer Chrono boosting out the Stalker to kind of gain the map presence a little bit, and we have no second guess from Killer, so unless we're going to see a 4-gate, which I highly doubt we're going to see, Killer just put down his Nexus.
Yep, and very standard of Killer to set out that first scouting Stalker. Not sure where that Stalker's going, maybe checking for proxy.
Yeah, just a very smart choice. A lot of Terrans do hide their like a proxy factory and a starport to get a faster Banshee to go to a Killer's base here.
Yep, that's right, and he doesn't see any proxy. He throws down his first Nexus. Looks like 2 more barracks and that gas now on the way for our Blue Terran player here in the southwest. And second gas now going up for Killer as well as a sentry, just for defense purposes. That Stalker not going to make up his way up to the Terran ramp. Probably poke a little, but will be warded away by that bunker.
Yep, bunker, very smart choice against the Protoss player. Of course, unless you have a bunker, the Stalker can kind of poke in and poke out just forever, unless you have a Marauder out.
Yep, and TSL Killer did a pretty good job Cronin boosting out those probes, 27 probes to now just 24 SCVs. Terran does, of course, have the double orbital. double orbital. Double orbital for the double mule drops for the win. And yeah, actually, I feel like we've been seeing less and less of the 1-1-1 build from Terran players against Protoss now.
Yeah, I think it's partially due to Immortal just being so good against Terrans, and then kind of Protoss. I feel like it's still a very viable build, just that I guess Terrans. I guess they're having way too much easy time, so they want some challenge in their life. So.
I don't know if that's the reason, but I guess it could be it. Maybe they want to challenge themselves. Yeah, I mean, especially with that new Immortal buff, well, not new anymore, but the range buff of 5 to 6, much easier to snipe out siege tanks. And it looks like a small Mariner. Jesus.
It could be a new unit.
What is going on today? I apologize. Small Marine Marauder contingent now moving out across the map. And Killer should be ready for this. He's got 4 sentries down for plenty of force fields. That scouting SCV going to take a peek here. 1 force field, yes, will go down, and that is enough to ward away the Terran player.
Yeah, without Stim, you really don't want to get your army split in half and get picked off by these stalkers and sentries.
Yeah, I like that Killer threw like just a single force field. They didn't even need to completely seal the ramp off. The Terran player obviously isn't going to charge up it even with just a single force field, because he doesn't want his units to run up their single file and get picked off.
Yeah, definitely.
Now falling back to going up to 3 bunkers now, getting another gas at his natural expansion, as well as taking up to that starport. Stim on the way, and looks like we're just going to see a very standard Marine Marauder medevac ball.
Yep, I do like these 3 bunker choice. Of course, the Protoss, those 8 gate, 7 gate timing is so strong for any Terran or Zerg players to hold. So these bunkers will make sure Terrans feels really safe while taking up to medvacs.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can set you behind a little bit because of the initial mineral investment. You can always salvage those later, and you know, just having that solid defense very strong. Robotics Bay now researching the Thermal Lance upgrade for the Colossus, as well as double forge. So many Protoss now getting that double forge, especially after the new patch, because it's so easy to get those quick upgrades when you're on top of your Chrono Boost. Protoss player can get 3/3, you know, by the time Terran has like 2/2 or something, maybe, if then.
Yeah, Protoss finally figuring out the way to really beat those other kind of OP units that Terran and Zerg has by just really Chrono Boosting out the upgrades and make them a lot beefier and just better units overall.
Yeah, might we be seeing a new era of Protoss OP imbaness, just like back in the day, earlier days of StarCraft 2? That'd be exciting, wouldn't it?
Yep, and we have really random movement by just 4 sentries and 2 stalkers. If Terran had most of his armies right here, they would have got picked off and it would have been a terrible place.
Might have been just a little, yep, it's a risky move, but just a little poke to go ahead and clear out the watchtowers. Quick third from the Terran player here. Of course, TVP, Terran player typically does get the third base up a little quicker than the Protoss opponent. But yeah, still very fast here, and 52 SCV is doing very good on the SCV production as well. Twilight Council and a bunch of upgrades not going up for the Protoss player. And looks like our Terran player did actually scout that either that Colossus or the robotic support bay. There are 2 Vikings in production now.
Yep, I love to see a Terran build more than 1 reactor starport to really get the Viking count and the medvac count going. And we have a lot more production facilities on the way for Terran.
Yeah, what you just said there, Legend. Having a second starport, even without the reactor on, having 3 Vikings being pumped out at once as opposed to 2 at a time can make a world of a difference.
Yeah, of course, it's really important to keep pumping out your medvacs too, where because of course just Marauders don't die with the medvac support. So.
Yep, that's right. And it looks like TSO Killer is going to be getting that tried and true Protoss Death Ball against the Terran player with charge lots, Colossus, a couple of stalkers here and there to pick off medevacs and runaway units. And yeah, I mean, Terran players, I think they really need to start figuring something else out other than just a, you know, MMM ball.
Yep, and well, I really would love to see Killer putting his third down. He's kind of behind in economy a little bit. I think he's going to put his third down as right now.
Yeah, you know, he might have been just waiting to get, you know, that Colossus count up to, you know, a healthy number so that he feels safer and more secure in that third base. Random medevac flying around does not want to drop there. 3 Colossus will shut down that Marine drop pretty quickly, and it's going to retreat that medevac to the edge of the map for dropping at a later time when the army's out of position.
Yep, a very smart choice. And we have Observer kind of chilling in the middle of the map here. And yeah, Terran about 15 up in supply and 4 Vikings pumping at a time, so Terran player looking pretty good at this moment.
Yeah, now just going up to 65 SCVs as well as, what is it, 3 orbitals or 4 orbitals?
He has, yeah, he has 3 orbitals.
Just 3 orbitals? Alright, well, still, yeah, far ahead in the, or not, sorry, not that far ahead anymore, I guess, in the SCV count. And, yeah, everyone just working on the upgrades, macroing up, super hard Terran level, Terran armor and
Terran
weapons.
level. What's wrong with you today?
Just not on top of my game, I do apologize for that. But bunch of upgrades going down, air attack as well, for the Vikings. And everyone just kind of sitting back and macroing up pretty hard.
Yep. It is very scary to kind of let Protoss get every tech in the book. Terran, of course, just sitting on MMN. And is he getting a Ghost Academy anytime soon? Nope, I don't see it. He better put one down relatively soon here.
Yeah, I mean, Blink Stalkers, Chargelots, Colossus, and eventually, High Templar and Archons looks like one little drop you're going to take out maybe a couple Zealots, but that Colossus ball is going to ward that drop away. And looks like he's going to go up here and probably check for a 4th, which there is none for Killer yet. Both players powering very hard off with just 3 bases.
Yep, we're probably going to wait till see. Yep, there's a Ghost Academy going down for our Terran player.
And plenty more barracks, as well as looks like 4 Vikings at a time now. Very smart by the Terran player. That's something he needs to do. Probably a little bit of needs to keep up with that Viking production to get enough that he can, 2, 3, 4 shot Colossus at a time.
Yep, actually would love to see him put down one more armory to really get the Viking both attack and the defense upgrade going at the same time at this point.
Yeah. And 4 ghosts on the way, as well as double eBay. Well, double eBay has been up for a while, but Terran players need to start doing this more where they do get that double eBay. Now that Protoss players are starting to really rush towards those high, quick upgrades, chrono boosted. And if they won't have any chance of winning engagements, they need to keep up as best as they can with those upgrades.
Yep, we have 7 Colossus out for Killer, so that is pretty scary, but we have 18 Vikings out from Terran players, so he'll probably one-shot, two-shot at those Colossus. So it's going to be a really close game. Only 10 Stalkers out to take out the Vikings.
Yeah, I think, though, I did just see Templar Archives finish up, and 4 Templars now warping in Psionic Storm on the way, and with Psionic Storm and a couple Blink Stalkers, with the proper Michael, Michael, just having a... just not going all that well today. Good position in the Vikings, over the cliff to start sniping those Colossus. Stalkers a little bit out of position. These Marauders now charging in, and the Vikings still way overhead. Nice EMPs going down. This Colossus doing work on the Marine Marauder ball with the Zealots charging in, Archons as well. Force them to micro back, and the Colossus is actually going to take them out pretty quickly by the Vikings, but the question is, how many Vikings are going to survive the rest of the battle? Looks like just 5 out of the 18.
Yeah, of course, you don't really need Vikings. All they need to do is snipe the Colossus. And yeah, Terran about 14, 15 up in supply, so, and he's getting his 4th as well as a Killer. His 4th Nexus just finishing, so yeah, this game looks pretty even at this point.
Yeah, and 3-3 now going up for both players. Killer's just finished. The Terran player is now on the way. Terran player is up in supply about it's just now dropping a whole bunch. Is there a drop somewhere by the Protoss player? No?
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay. Is that Warp Prism speed on the way?
Yep,
Warp Prism speed. So I guess we will be seeing a little bit of Protoss dropping. Hopefully some High Templar dropping. I would love to see that old Brood War style of play.
Yeah, of course. It has been a little bit harder since the Cadelian Amulet has been taken out, but it's still very viable and very strong harassment.
Yeah, what was that? Kydarian?
Kydarian Amulet? Yeah.
Kydarian Amulet. Yeah, of course the upgrade that maybe some of you out there still remember, the one that let your Templars warp in with the plus 50 energy. And it looks like he's starting to work on shields, which, I guess...
Might as well, yeah.
Might as well, why not, if you have the resources, of course. There are still ghosts out in the field. 8 ghosts, actually. That's plenty of EMPs to take care of those shields. And making a lot of 14 Marines at a time. I'm not so sure about that, considering the very Colossus and High Templar, as well as Archon heavy army.
Yeah, last thing Terran needs at this moment is more Marines. If anything, he can just make all his ball just Marauder Ball, he really doesn't need any Marines at this point. Just Marauder, Ghost, and Medivac Viking would just do its job.
Yeah, I'd actually like to see a lot more medevacs for a MM ball this big. One way to sort of help weather Psy Storms and that sort of quick area effect damage is to, have plenty of medevacs on hand to quickly heal your Bio Ball. Looks like a Warp Prism, God, really quick with the Gravatic Drive upgrade. Viking now patrolling up on the northern part of the map to intercept that Warp Prism, just in case.
He was thwarted by all these very well-placed missile threats.
Yeah, and now high-sec auto tracking on the way as well as a nuke and 2 more Ghost Academies. Lots of scans going down, and it looks like this second major battle is about to get underway here.
Yeah, Terran's sitting on 3,000 minerals and 1,500 gas, so he can really pretty much make whatever he wants to do, and stims his entire army.
And bunch of EMPs going down on the Archons and the Sentries. Colossus still doing plenty of work. Not enough Vikings here. Huge storms going down, most of them missing. And the MM Ball now charging in, sniping every single one of these Colossus, looks like. They're not going to be able to get away. Bunch of, those Archons warping in, instantly getting killed. Killer having to fall back here. Looks like he's in trouble. These cannons are not going to hold that off. I'm not sure who's going to come out on top here, but looks like the Terran player is going to back out.
Yep, that was very curious to see. There was really no Viking for all this Colossus, but his MM Ball is too strong, strong enough to take out all those Colossus.
Yeah, and those 3-1-3 charge lots doing plenty of work on those that MM Ball. Huge storms going on in the mineral line in the top left base of our Terran player. This is what I wanted to see. High Templar drops brings you back to the StarCraft 1 days, and that Viking cannot, for the life of it, catch that Warp Prism with the upgrade.
And we have more Zealot harassment. Just very good move by our killer here, just buying him enough time to get his Death Bolt going.
Yeah, and if you look at the count, the Terran player was up at 60, 70 something SCVs. Hold that thought though, huge Doom drop on the Protoss Natural, counter drop actually, and he should be able to snipe this Nexus with ease. Very brilliant moves by both players, and he needs to now get out of there. He does get out with, looks like every single unit.
Yeah.
And an eye for an eye. This game's really starting to get exciting. Another little Marine Marauder force going after that next. These Zealots should be able to clean that up handily, and with that Colossus there, absolutely barely able to save that Nexus actually.
Yeah, that was very good too. Prolonged attack by Terran player here, and we just have this Warp Prism going back and forth, trying to find the right spot.
Yeah, he did such a good job with those turrets earlier on, but he needs more, I think, around his base, or have more patrolling Vikings. Heavy Charge Lot and High Templar Colossus Force now moving across the map. These Marines do not want to be there. And looks like, this is not a battle I think the Terran player can win without Vikings. He has 1 Viking on the field, and I think that 1 Viking might still be patrolling the northern part of the map. 37 Marauders, however, and 25 Marines, which at this point are pretty much...
we have a huge drop on the Protoss third base. Will he be able to take out this Nexus here?
He'll be able to focus that down on the main base, however. There's a Warp Prism. Looks
Getting
like
shot down by Viking.
That's a little unfortunate. This drop's still going on. He needs to pick up and get the hell out of Dodge. There you go. Doesn't want to let those medevacs get feedbacked by the High Templar. And just not getting the Nexus back up. And yeah, a lot of exciting play. The Protoss player giving the Terran player a little a bit of his own medicine with the Warp Prism drops. Another drop. This Terran player being very annoying and persistent with these remaining medevacs. Stalker's Blinking, take out one of the medevacs. Very nice move by Killer. And let's see what the response from the Terran player is going to be from here.
Yeah, we have already a nuke researched by our Terran player, and just Nexus keep getting sniped for our Protoss player. So
yeah, 3 more nukes and 4 ghosts in the way. Killer did remake that Warp Prism, and Terran player banking so many minerals and gas, up to almost 3k, 15 or 1.5k gas, and
he's making 3 nukes right now. That's impressive.
I mean, when you have this much money in the bank, why the heck not? I'd like to see him use those mule drops use his OP mules a little more and bank up even more minerals. Decent spread by Killer. from his army. The Terran player could start trading pretty efficiently here. Killer doesn't have that many resources banked and isn't going to be able to replace his army as quickly.
Yeah, where are Terran's Vikings?
Still one Viking on the map, 43 Marauders. However, one Viking against 8 Colossus, that's going to be a little bit one-sided. And that War Prism, oh my goodness. 4 more High Templar, that is going to be a heck ton of storms now moving across the map. And that War Prism actually not moving, just started moving again. Killer's army once again poking to the middle of the map, hoping to, I guess, draw the main army away from that War Prism, which is now dropping on the 3rd base. Storm, storm, storm!
Oh
Huge
my
storms
gosh!
So many SCVs killed in that. Another storm just for the heck of it. And if we look at the workers kill tab, actually not pretty even for both players here. But here's the thing, Terran player only down to 39 SCVs. Another drop. Huge storms going down on the mules. The Terran player losing SCVs left and right. This is not looking good. Even more turning into Archons just because.
Yep, and Terran player moving his entire army to deal with these 2 Archons.
Oh,
of course, Archons are scary, but you don't really need to bring your entire army.
Look at this, even targeting down the remaining SCVs with that, with those Archons, are we gonna die anyway? Nuke going down on Killer's 3rd base. He does see it. Will evacuate. Looks like just in the nick of time. One unlucky probe didn't get the memo quick enough and is killed. Nice save by Killer though.
Yeah, I think his Nexus here was getting taken out.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We missed it. Just too much going on right now on the map. And still 1 Viking for these 8 Colossus. I don't know about that.
Yep, and just very... Oh!
I think he actually fed back that instead of blinking. And Marine Marauder, Death Ball, whatever ball, Bio Ball moving across the map once again. Killer has 3 observers out. I really like that. A lot of Protoss players get the 1 observer, and you know, sometimes don't even bother reproducing that. Looks like a lot of SCVs now being mixed in with the army. He's only at 38 SCVs. I'm not sure he's bagging a lot of minerals, but I'm not sure he should be quite sacrificing this many.
I don't know. I mean, he's never gonna run out of the minerals at this point. I think he definitely needs more Vikings, and I think he's sacrificing these units to make more Vikings. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Actually, he's throwing a lot of SCVs.
No, he's down to 12 SCVs now. I presumably, you know, those are the ones that are still mining gas. I hope this refiner only has 1 SCV in it. That's not too good. You want to keep up on that gas mining, and this guy still has 3 nukes.
Yeah. At this point, Terran players should be making like at least 5-6 orbitals to just kind of support the minerals and mules, and you don't need any SCVs except the mining gas. But he just has the orbitals on each bases, or even could have built a couple planetaries to kind of delay the Protoss army when your main army gets beaten. That's always helpful.
Yeah, I don't know. Planetaries with that many Colossus out, maybe not necessarily the best idea, but it's useful in delaying a push. He might have other plans for his resources. That scouting factory finally just now going to go down. It's been there all game. 9 Vikings now out for our Terran player, realizing that he needs to start doing something about those Colossus. A nuke going down on the pretty empty 3rd of Killer. He does evacuate most of those probes, except for the 2 in gas that, I guess, words clicked. And pretty anticlimactic nuke there. Not
even this probe lives.
just the 1 unlucky probe that happened to be out of the simulator at the time. And looks like that 1 ghost does not want to be there with that medevac. That's a little unfortunate there. Another huge storms. I guess going down on the couple remaining SCVs there. That SCV or that Zealot going to go to work on that missile turret. Let's see what's in the production tab here. The Terran player getting some upgrades. Some more upgrades now for his Vikings. I do like that. That's a huge Colossus count, and he needs to be able to take that down as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and moving his orbital down here. I guess he was kind of getting tired of the storm harassment, and yeah, we're gonna see a huge engagement here.
Yep, looks like both players just now positioning themselves for the major battle. When are they gonna go? Ghost cloaked EMP or sniping a couple of High Templar. Will we see any EMPs? Colossus doing massive amounts of damage. Storms as well. The entire Terran Bioball is clumped up. Ghost and Viking taking the brunt of those Psy Storms, and another huge storm going on. He's doing his best to split, and given he's doing a pretty good job of it, the too many storms and too many Colo. No, actually, it looks like the Terran player is going to take this battle somehow, some way, despite the superior upgrades and I thought positioning of Killer.
Yeah, from the 200 supply, we have like 100 to 90 supply from both of our players here, and yeah, it's so close. All he has is this Marauder Ball, and we have really no army from our player Killer here. He's in so much trouble right now.
Just making 2 Colossus and a bunch of Zealots, and he's actually going to go right into the main base. If he could snipe some tech structures, that'd be really nice. Looks like a couple High Templar dropping into empty expansion. These Colossus have great positioning there on the other side. He's going to try to drop on top of them, I think. That might not be the best idea. Killer can just move. Oh, this lose 1 Colossus. That is very unfortunate. Now in a good position against those Zealots. More Marauders and Marines coming into this front-forward expansion. Should be able to snipe at Nexus with ease. And what is going on with those High Templar? Couple of feedbacks going on. The High Templar at the third base of the Terran, though, not doing a whole lot. And this one Viking, is he going to take that Colossus out?
Oh, no.
Barely one more volley, I think, with its upgrades, would have been able to take that Colossus out. Very close and ideal for Killer, saving that Colossus.
Yep, and both of our players kind of running dry on minerals. I guess minerals and gases.
Mothership on the way, and 2 more Robo Bays on the way as well for Killer. Should be able to get that. Oh my god! There it is. Yeah, it's getting to the late game where the map's starting to get a little bit more mined out. The only available expansions now are the expansions that are closer to the center of the map and, of course, closer to your opponent and hard to secure, therefore. Terran player, 4 SCVs at a time being produced. He realizes, uh-oh, I need to get back on the work on 14 Marines as well. Considering how many Storms, Archons, and Colossus we've been seeing out of Killer, I'm not sure Mass Marine is really a solution here.
Yeah, he really just, I mean, if he can't afford the Marauders because of the gas, he should be waiting up instead of spending all his minerals and Marines, which are not going to do anything. I guess he does have a lot of Marauders already. He's moving out. I don't think it's such a smart idea at this point. But
I mean, yeah, actually, Killer is up in supply for kind of the first time in this entire game. This Terran player loves his drops, looks like. He's going to load up a 3 medevac drop, very strong, and hopefully take out that northern expansion. There's a Zealot that will probably spot that, I would imagine. Yep, and if Killer's paying attention, he should be able to see that medevac actually okay, going to drop off to take out that one Zealot in the hold position. Very sad life for that to charge on.
Yep, just taking the Marauder. I don't know, what are they shooting? What do they shoot?
I think grenades or something.
Yeah, just full in the face, and I mean, he's a brave Zealot, right?
Prior, bring it. I love it. I love it on my face. Innuendos aside, I don't think the Terran player should be engaging here. Too many Storms, Archons, Chargelots, and Colossus. He has no Vikings out right now, I think.
Yep, and Mothership finally still making 12 Marines at a time for whatever reason, and yeah, if our pros player can secure this expansion right here, he would be in a good position.
Yeah, and more Archons be morphed now too. I wonder if Killer's going to go for a Vortex, a drop, and up north, about to move in for a pincer attack with his main force, perhaps. And nope, he's going to pull away from there. Vikings have a good position, but are getting sniped by those Cloak Stalkers, actually. Need to get out of there. Terran player still making SCVs, realizing he's only still at 20 SCVs to 50 probes of Killer, and now in this late game scenario, Killer is, you can easily say he's ahead now.
Yeah, it just needs more Vikings, and I guess he can't really afford to produce Vikings at this point.
Yeah, looks like Protoss Imba. Protoss OP again. Back to the good old days. And wow, I am absolutely in love with Killer's composition here. Should easily be able to take down, whatever meager, well, it's not meager, but there's so many Marines in there, I really don't know. Storms and Colo gonna easily take that out.
Yep, just Killer played very patiently entire game, and then just kept holding off the Terran player's attacks and drops, and
yeah,
he finally got the composition he wanted with even the Mothership in the mix.
And nearly maxed out Killer going up against not even 150 supply Terran player. And Mothership going out by herself. Are we going to see a Vortex? I think that'd be very nice. There goes the Vortex, and Killer charging in. A lot of his units getting sucked up into the Vortex.
He stims inside into the Vortex. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he even stimmed in the first place, man.
I don't know why he ran into the Vortex. All the Protoss units going into there. There's going to be a lot of Archons and Colo in there doing splash. Huge amounts of damage. Storms going down over the entire army. And what the hell just happened?
Look at the supply of the Terran player. Just went down to straight down to 26. And Terran player pretty much has nothing but 2 ghosts.
Oh my god, Terran player 2 desperate nukes on the Protoss army that is now on his front gates. And are these nukes going to hit is now the question. Killer looks poised to take this game. I don't know. Does Killer notice the nukes? He needs to get out of there. He just notices it.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. More High Templar here.
That had to be one of the best moments of the StarCraft 2 history. I mean, nukes, Mothership, storms everywhere, and a Vortex. Just everything happened so fast. Last like a minute or so. Wow. I mean, that was amazing.
I mean, storming his own army when everything came out of the Vortex. I mean, Protoss units can take the storm a lot better than Bio, is I guess what he had in mind there. But oh my goodness! I mean, if there was a way to end, to go out and end the game, this was it. Killer getting his entire army double nuked as well. Is there a way to see the kill count on those 2 ghosts?
18 kills for only 7.
18 and 7. Mind you, there were Colo, Archon, High Templar, and a Mothership.
Mothership that went down to nuke.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, quite the game. Well played by both players. Brilliant dropping by Killer as well as our Terran player. And
I think we need to see that again, right, for the viewers.
Yeah, if we can see the last couple minutes, just one last time. And we're just gonna speed up here just a little bit. Past the main battle.
This is a long game, guys.
Oh yeah, very
it's a
long.
42 in-minute games. Yep, let's hurry up, and cross player.
And here comes the Mothership. Now just moving in for the Vortex.
Yeah, it's such a curious choice, stimming into those Vortex. I don't know what is going on. I mean, if he wants to enter, he can just go in, but I don't know why he stimmed his entire army and went in.
I mean, that is like the last thing a Protoss player would expect to do, and the first thing they'd want you to do. And let's take a look at those storms just one more time. Everything pops out. Colossus doing work. Storms over the entire ball. And if we can get a zoom in on that pile of gore and blood, that is the remainder, ladies and gentlemen, on the Terran bio ball.
Yeah, Terran going down 100 in supply within a second. That was amazing.
And then, of course, the 2 hero ghosts with the 2 hero nukes. Killer, I mean, he didn't actually expect the nukes to be over on the Terran player's own base, and I think last minute he notices it. Yep, does pull away last second. Nothing gets away. Yeah, wow.
That was really epic. I guess he was kind of busy with trying to control High Templars and Zealots over here, and yeah, I guess he just didn't know. He was really happy that he won the engagement, just so one-sided, and then yeah. Let's look at the units lost.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the map was starting to get, well, not quite, but starting to get to the point where it's mined out. A 42, nearly 43-minute game here, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope you enjoyed it. So thank you for once again tuning into All In TV StarCraft 2 commentary. I am Slide. He's Legend. Comment and subscribe, please.
Yep. Please subscribe. Thank you.